The world knows Sam Heughan as the heroic Jamie Fraser, a figure of strength and resilience who has captured hearts on screen for nearly a decade. Yet behind the fame, behind the cameras and flashing lights, Sam is also a devoted son. And when he recently revealed a deeply personal struggle, his mother Chrissie's sudden health scare, it left fans shaken and in tears. The revelation came not on the set of a film or during a glitzy red carpet premiere, but in the quiet sincerity of a candid interview. Sam's usual warmth and humor were still present, but this time his tone was heavier, his eyes betraying a weight that words alone could not carry. "It's been one of the most difficult times of my life," he admitted softly, pausing as though searching for the right words. "My mother has been unwell, and seeing her go through this has been incredibly hard." For those who know Sam's story, Chrissie Heughan is not just his mother, she is his foundation. A single parent who raised him and his brother in the Scottish countryside, she worked tirelessly as an artist and craftswoman to provide for her family. Sam has often spoken about how her creativity and perseverance inspired him to pursue his own dreams. "She's the strongest person I know," he explained in the interview. "All my life, she's been the one encouraging me, supporting me, reminding me to keep going. And suddenly, to see her in a hospital bed, vulnerable, it was like the world turned upside down." Sam went on to describe the surreal days he spent by her side, sitting in a sterile hospital room surrounded by machines, wires, and the steady hum of medical monitors. He spoke of holding her hand while she slept, willing his own strength into her fragile frame. "I've been in battle scenes, filmed moments of life and death," he said with a sad smile. "But nothing compares to sitting there, not knowing if the person you love most will get better." The actor admitted that, in those moments, he felt powerless. Fame, success, accolades, none of it mattered. You realize how small you are when you're just watching and waiting, hoping the people in white coats can do what you cannot. It's humbling. It's terrifying. As soon as Sam's words were shared publicly, the reaction from fans was immediate and emotional. Social media platforms filled with messages of sympathy and prayers for Chrissie. Hashtags like #PrayForChrissie and #StayStrongSam trended across Twitter and Instagram, uniting fans from Scotland to America, from Brazil to Japan. "I'm crying right now," one fan tweeted. "Sam has given us so much joy, and now it's our turn to support him. Stay strong, Chrissie, we're with you." Another wrote, "Hearing him talk about his mum like that broke me. You can hear the love and the pain in his voice." Sending healing thoughts. On TikTok, fans created emotional edits of Sam's past interviews where he praised his mother, now overlaid with messages of hope for her recovery. The fandom had always adored Sam, but in this moment, their devotion deepened, not to the character of Jamie Fraser, but to the son who was hurting. Perhaps what struck people most was Sam's vulnerability. For years, he has been celebrated as strong, composed, and seemingly unshakable. But here, in talking about Chrissie, he allowed himself to be raw and human. His voice cracked as he admitted, "There were moments I felt like a child again, scared and helpless. It reminded me that no matter how old we get, we never stop needing our mothers." The honesty in his words resonated deeply with anyone who had ever watched a parent or loved one struggle with illness. He was not just a celebrity sharing a headline, he was a son bearing his soul. As the interview drew to a close, Sam hinted at a moment during his mother's hospital stay that had profoundly moved him, something he said he would never forget. He did not share the details then, leaving fans desperate to know more. Was it something Chrissie had said? A gesture? A turning point in her recovery? All he revealed was this: "Even in her weakest moment, she found a way to remind me of her strength. It was something so simple, but it changed me. I'll share it soon." With that, the world was left waiting, hearts heavy but hopeful, clinging to the image of a devoted son standing by his mother's side, and to the promise of a story yet to be told. When Sam Heughan left fans on edge by hinting at a moment with his mother that he would never forget, anticipation soared. What could possibly have moved him so profoundly during one of the darkest chapters of his life? Days later, he finally opened up, and his words struck a chord that rippled across the world. Sam recounted the scene vividly. A quiet night in the hospital ward. The machines beeping softly. The city lights flickering beyond the window. Chrissie, though frail, stirred and squeezed his hand. She looked at me, Sam said, his voice thick with emotion, and whispered, "Don't worry about me. Worry about living your life. I'll be fine." It was such a simple phrase, yet in that instant, Sam felt the weight of their entire relationship. Even as she battled her own illness, Chrissie's instinct was to protect and reassure her son. That's who she is, Sam reflected. Always putting others before herself, even when she's the one in pain. The moment crystallized something important for Sam. The reminder that love, especially between parent and child, is as much about giving strength as it is about sharing weakness. I realized she wasn't just comforting me, he admitted. She was teaching me, once again, how to face life with courage. For fans who had admired Sam's resilience through career highs and personal challenges, this glimpse into his private world was deeply moving. They saw not the actor, but the son who had learned his strength from his mother, and who now leaned on her once more. Thankfully, Chrissie's condition stabilized in the days that followed. While details of her illness remain private, Sam shared that she was recovering slowly but surely. "She's a fighter," he said with pride. "Every day she shows me that strength doesn't always look loud or dramatic. Sometimes it's quiet persistence, the will to keep going." His update sparked an outpouring of joy from fans. The fear that had gripped them transformed into relief and gratitude. "She's going to be okay," one fan wrote on Twitter, accompanied by a string of heart emojis. Another added, "We've prayed for Chrissie, and now we're celebrating her recovery together." The fandom's support went far beyond words on a screen. Letters poured in from around the globe, handwritten notes of encouragement, drawings, poems, and even handmade crafts inspired by Chrissie's own artistic background. Some fans created a digital scrapbook filled with messages of love and admiration, which they presented to Sam through social media campaigns tagged #LoveForChrissie. One particularly touching gesture came from a fan group in Scotland, who lit candles at a local church and posted photos with the caption, "For Chrissie, with gratitude for raising a son who has given the world so much." The movement demonstrated not only devotion to Sam but also respect for the woman who shaped him. News outlets quickly picked up on the story, highlighting Sam's openness and Chrissie's resilience. Headlines read, "Sam Heughan pays emotional tribute to his mother amid health scare," and "Strength runs in the family. Chrissie Heughan inspires fans worldwide." Journalists praised Sam for bringing a human dimension to his celebrity status. One columnist wrote, "In sharing his mother's struggle, Sam reminded us all of something universal. No matter how famous, we are all bound by love, loss, and the fragility of family." Sam concluded his reflections with a heartfelt message to fans. "If you're lucky enough to still have your parents, hug them. Call them. Tell them you love them. Life is unpredictable, and nothing matters more than those connections. My mom's health scare reminded me of that, and I hope it reminds others too." His words resonated deeply, sparking conversations among fans about their own families. Many posted stories of calling their parents after hearing Sam's interview, thanking him for inspiring them to cherish loved ones more openly. Though the health scare was frightening, it became a testament to the bond between Sam and Chrissie. It showed the world that behind the strong Highland warrior lies a son who treasures his mother above all else. And behind that son stands a woman whose quiet courage continues to inspire millions, even without stepping into the spotlight. As one fan beautifully put it, "Chrissie gave us Sam. Sam gave us Jamie Fraser. And now they've both given us a lesson in love and resilience that none of us will forget." The tears shed by fans were not only for fear of loss but also for the overwhelming beauty of witnessing a bond so pure, so enduring, and so profoundly human.